Okay, so it's tag time again. And I've been tagged to do the 30 food questions. And I was tagged by two people. The first one that tagged me was Kimmy T is me. And if you haven't checked out Kim's channel, you really need to. She is so much fun. And I just love her channel. So she does a keto-ish food plan. She calls it keto sizing. Keto plus summer sizing. And it's working out really well for her right now. And she does makeup hauls and just car chit chats, and she's just, I love her channel. So you just need to check her out. And then the second person that tagged me was Lori from Fluffy No Mo. And if you don't know Lori, you need to check her out as well. She's on a health and fitness journey. She's working on minimizing her house, and she just cleaned out a room and made it look so pretty for her daughter, and just so many things that she has a little bit of an eclectic kind of channel, and she's really fun to watch. I just love her. So I'll put her link in the description below as well. So anyway, let's get on with the 30 questions, shall we? All right, so the first question is, what food would I eat every day? Okay, so first of all, I should have said that we're going to pretend like food has no consequences. A lot of people have done this. Because if I'm going to be truly honest, there is one thing in this world that I love more than anything else. And you're going to hear that many, many times in this video. So what food would I eat every day? Chili cheese fries. Yes, you heard it right. Chili cheese fries. I love tacos and I love pizza, but there is a certain chili that you can get in California and you can get it in Vegas, and it's just my most favorite thing ever. And so there's a restaurant called Original Tommy's. And if you're ever in the LA, Southern California area or in Las Vegas, check them out. Oh my gosh, I love, love, love their chili. So anyway, that's my answer for that. And you're going to see this cup a lot. You're going to hear this answer a lot. So what's my favorite restaurant? Tommy's. Yes. World famous chili burgers. But don't let them fool you. Their chili cheese fries are good too. My favorite restaurant. So number 3, what city has the best food that you've ever had? Do I need to say it? Yeah, anywhere in Southern California, LA, Santa Monica, Las Vegas, anywhere you can find this place, that's the best food that I've ever had. Number 4, what do you get on your sub? Well, Tommy's doesn't sell subs. So when I go to Subway, I'd like a Philly cheesesteak sub. And I get a lot of vegetables on it, and it's just my favorite sub, chili cheesesteak. But I was thinking just this last week about submarine sandwiches, like old-fashioned submarine sandwiches, where they put all the Italian meats on it. I guess they call it a spicy Italian sandwich now. But the spicy Italian sandwich doesn't taste the same as an old submarine. It used to have another name. I can't think of what it is right now. And they would have some kind of oil and vinegar dressing on it. Those were really good too. And I'm going to figure out how to make one of those, keto style. Number 5, what do I get on my pizza? Well, if I'm eating pizza only for me, then I like jalapenos and cheese. Jalapenos and cheese only. Forget the pepperoni, forget the sausage, the olives, the mushrooms, everything else. I love a good jalapeno and cheese pizza. Number 6, is there a food you have always wanted to try? Well, that's an interesting question because I just went out of town and did some grocery shopping for some vegetables. And there are a couple of vegetables that I've never tried before that I'm going to try this next week. One of them is collard greens, and another one is chard. And, oop, I have a visitor. Come, sit down. And the other one is turnip greens. So those 3 things I just bought at the store, and I'm going to try those. So yeah, I've wanted to try those, and I'm going to. Number 7, tell me about your worst restaurant experience. Okay, well, I haven't actually had a worst restaurant experience, like me personally dining out, but I have been in the restaurant business off and on for my adult life, and I'm going to tell you about a restaurant that I worked at. I was probably 18 or 19 years old, and I worked the graveyard shift. And it was a truck stop, and it catered to a lot of truck drivers. Well, I worked at 9 at night till 5 in the morning, and this place was famous for their chili. Not this chili, but chili beans. So there was an old man, his name was George, and I don't know how old he was, but he had to have been in his 80s. I don't know. Anyway, he's the one that made the chili. And every morning about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, he would come into the restaurant and make a tall pot of chili for the day. Every day it was made fresh. So I was in the front, always helping the customers, pouring coffee, doing what I needed to do. And one night, early morning, I walked into the back of the kitchen to get some dishes done. And this is back in the early 80s, okay? He had a cigarette in his mouth. And he was making the chili, and while his chili was cooking, he was mopping the floor. Sweeping and mopping the floor and smoking at the same time. So when I walked back this one particular morning and he was making his chili, he was mopping the floor, and I saw him walk over and look into the pot that the chili was cooking in, and the ashes from his cigarette had fallen into the chili. And so he kind of looked in and didn't really faze him, like, yeah, this had happened before. And so he took the mop handle, turned it over, and stirred the cigarette ashes into the chili with the mop handle. Yes, that happened. Oh my gosh. After that, I could not eat the chili ever again. And I told some people about it. I mean, I can't just sit there and not say anything. But oh my gosh. It kind of ruins you a little bit when you hear stuff like that about working in a restaurant, huh? Anyway, that's my restaurant story. Number 8, who's a better cook, your mom or your dad? Well, my mom doesn't really cook too much. She used to cook when I was a kid, but not so much anymore. But I'll tell you what, my mom makes the best tacos. Oh my gosh, if you have tacos at her house, you're going to have some good tacos. And my dad, he was a restaurant cook for many years. So there's many things that he can make. So I think they're pretty equal in that. Number 9, What is the one food you just fail at making? Well, my Achilles heel in the culinary world is lasagna. Yeah. I don't know how many times I've tried to make good lasagna. I just can't do it. So that's the one. If you want to give me some lasagna cooking recipes, I'd be happy to get them. But I mean, it's not something I've tried to make since I've been keto, because I don't eat the noodles. But I don't even try to make keto lasagna because I can't even make real lasagna. Why would I make keto lasagna? So number 10 is name your least favorite food. Well, the first least favorite food is liver. I don't eat organ meats at all. I think they're nasty. I think they're gross, and I don't eat them. But the second thing that I hate is lima beans, which it's not keto, so I don't really care. But liver and lima beans have always been the two things that I just can't eat. Number 11, raw or cooked vegetables. Well, it depends on what it is. But if vegetables are cooked right, I like them cooked better. I mean, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli. There's so many things that are my favorite vegetables. And yeah, I pretty much prefer to eat them cooked. Even, I know I eat a lot of salads, so that might surprise some people. But the reason I eat a lot of salads is because I'm trying to get my leafy greens in. So I've been kind of bored with salads lately, and I haven't really been eating them too much. So what I've been doing to get my leafy greens in is I've been sauteing my vegetables, just barely sauteing them until they're barely wilted, and eating them like that. All right, number 12. How do I like my steak? I like it medium. I don't like it bloody. Number 13. Do you enjoy cooking or baking better? Cooking. I like sweets, but I've never really cooked a lot of sweets. As far as brownies and cookies, I like those things. But if I make them and they're homemade, I'll just sit there and eat the whole thing. So I rarely bake sweets. Even keto sweets, I rarely do it. I do it occasionally, but not very often because I'll overeat on them. And I enjoy savory foods more anyway. 14. What's your favorite fast food place? Up. Do I get to say it again? Tommy's. Yes. World famous chili burgers. Yes, that's my favorite place. Number 15, name a food place you wish you were closer to. Tommy's. Yes, I would move to Vegas just to live next door to this place. My favorite fast food place. Oh, a place that was closer to me. Yes, that's 15. Wait. 14 and 15. 14. What's your favorite fast food place? I'm losing track because it's the same answer. Name a food place you wish you lived closer to. That's number 15. Yeah, there you go. Number 16. Ultimate favorite dessert? Tiramisu. Oh my gosh. If I made like the ultimate tiramisu, I have died and gone to heaven. I'll have a chili burger and tiramisu next to each other. I mean, really, if I was on death row, and that would be my last meal. A Tommy's chili cheeseburger, chili cheese fries, and some tiramisu. Number 17. What food do you gravitate more towards at a party or a get-together? Well, it depends on what kind of a party or get-together it is. If there's casseroles there, I enjoy people's casseroles, different types of casseroles, especially like vegetable casseroles with broccoli and cheese and things like that. And finger foods. I like finger foods a lot. When I would go to potluck at church a lot, I would take pigs in a blanket because they're just good. And you can make those keto too. Pigs in a blanket. So anyway, probably casseroles or finger foods. Favorite foods to eat at Christmas? Well, my ultimate favorite dinner is prime rib. So, and at Christmas time, I just think it's a great time to have prime rib. Don't ask me why, but it is. 19. What's the first food that comes to your mind right now? I want some chili cheese fries. 20. Do you have any weird food habits? Well, before I was keto, I liked making a sandwich out of liverwurst, which I know I said that I don't eat organ meats, but liverwurst is a whole different animal. And so I would take liverwurst and cream cheese, put it on a piece of rye bread, and that was my sandwich. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I haven't had that in many, 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 many years though. What holiday is your favorite for food? The 4th of July. Yes. I think the 4th of July is my favorite because I love barbecued foods. Barbecued foods are like my favorite. Barbecued burgers, barbecued sausages, and everybody does a lot of barbecuing. Memorial Day, 4th of July, Father's Day, Labor Day. The barbecue is just flying around, and I just love it. 22. What's one food you would never try? Well, I'm pretty open to trying almost anything. But it does kind of gross me out that people eat snails. I'm sorry that if you eat escargot and you like it, but I don't know. I've never tried it and I really don't want to. 23. Do you know your best friend's favorite food? Pizza. 24. What's the best thing your mom makes? Tacos. 25. What's your favorite style of eggs? Scrambled, boiled, poached, over easy, or sunny side up? Well, I really enjoyed poached eggs a lot. But usually when I go somewhere or I make my own eggs, I make them over medium. I just want my whites cooked and my yolk runny. But the whites have to be cooked. Ugh, they look like snot otherwise. Oh, I don't think I should have said that, but they do. 26. Name your favorite restaurant that closed down. You know, I've thought about this a lot, and I can't really think of a place that was my favorite that's not around anymore. Tommy's is still there. I just don't live by it. 27. Do you like your bread toasted light or dark? I like it dark. I like it crunchy. I like it dark, not burnt, but I like it very dark. 28. Do you like spicy foods? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Anything that I cook, I put peppers, Tabasco, hot sauce, Chipotle. I love spicy food, and for me, the spicier the better. If it makes, I'll tell you one thing, when I have something really, really spicy, it doesn't make my eyes water, it doesn't make my nose run, it gives me the hiccups. And if I get the hiccups because I ate something really, really spicy, I'm loving it. Sounds kind of weird, huh? Yeah. I love spicy foods. 29, do you like seafood? I don't like a lot of seafood. I like some things. some things that I've tried I like, some things I don't. I like cod. I like fried fish. I like shrimp. Shrimp scampi is one of my other favorite foods. But some of the stronger fishes I don't really care for. Seafood has to be cooked just the right way for me to actually eat it. And number 30, first food that comes to mind that is green, broccoli. So that's it. That's the 30 questions. I hope you enjoyed it. And now I want some chili cheese fries. So until next time, keep calm and keto on.